Hello, everybody. My name is Maya, and together with Peter, we're going to be your hosts of today's webinar. We are going to talk about AudaxCeph version 6 software with all new added functionalities and improvements that were made to the software so you can use it more productively in your practice. Before we get started, I want to go over a couple of items about so you will know how to fully participate in today's webinar. So this is our screen. This is what you should see right now. This webinar is being recorded, and the recorded version will be available about a couple of hours after the end of our session. Also, if you want to click on full screen, in the upper right-hand corner, there's the icon, and you can click and you can make the full screen or smaller screen your choice. Also, if you go down with the mouse, two icons will pop up, raise hand and question and answer. We really want to encourage you to ask questions during this webinar, to take advantage that we are live and that we can answer your questions immediately. If you click to question and answer icon, this is what will pop up, and you can type your question here. We will see it immediately, and we will answer your questions. We will also take time at the end of the webinar to answer any extra questions you might have. I'm just gonna take a minute or so to talk about Audax company. So we are based in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Ljubljana is the capital city. Our company has been working in the field of dental informatics for more than 20 years. We are the leading medical and dental IT company in Slovenia. We have about 10 people in the development department and 6 on maintenance. We develop our own patient management software, which is used widely in Slovenia, but we also put a lot of energy in developing clinical applications such as AudaxCeph software. AudaxCeph software is sold worldwide. Over 90 countries is where we have clients. Actually, from last week, it's 91 because we have a client in Azerbaijan now. And you can imagine if we have clients all over the world, we really do need to offer superior technical support to our clients, and we do that. I will talk about that a little bit later. So when we talk about AudaxCeph editions, we're talking about 3 softwares: AudaxCeph Super Easy, AudaxCeph Empower, and AudaxCeph Ultimate. AudaxCeph Ultimate is what Peter is going to do the demonstration and show you all the functionalities. If we go a little bit deeper, Super Easy is the most simple software. It has analysis for lateral radiographs, PA, and study model. Empower has analysis for all those models and radiographs, and also automatic tracing. I'm going to mention this a couple of times during this webinar. Artificial intelligence, it works for you. So Empower employs artificial intelligence for automatic tracing. And then when we talk about AudaxCeph Ultimate, it has a whole bunch of advanced functionalities such as superimposition, skull growth, VTO, photograph management, document management, analysis type modeler, database, but also it has analysis, and again, it employs artificial intelligence for automatic tracing. Agenda for today's webinar is the introduction, which I'm almost done with. Then Peter's going to take the hot seat, and he's going to give you a demonstration of AudaxCeph Ultimate. He's going to show you tracing with artificial intelligence. He's going to show you skull growth, VTO novelties, photograph layouts enhancements, and new user interface enhancements. At the end, we're going to take a couple of minutes to talk about how to upgrade your software from your current. And also, again, we are going to answer any questions that you have. I would like to again encourage you, please take advantage of this, that we can answer all your questions immediately. So let us see AudaxCeph version 6 at work.
hello everybody. I'm going to shut down now the PowerPoint, and I will start AudaxCeph version 6. So we did quite a lot of new functionalities in this version, and one thing is that it's faster than the previous versions. We really put a lot of effort into that, so it's 60% faster at startup. It's much faster at placing images and so on. I'm going to show you that during the webinar. It's not going to be let's say all functionalities webinar. What I'm going to show is a few, not all, new things. And one of these things you might see here is improved user interface. Yes, we also did something on icons. We are using now the same type of flat icons all over the software. And one thing that you may not be aware of is here is a Twitter of AudaxCeph, and you can open it from time to time, and you can see AudaxCeph version 6 is available now. Then what we have are 3 skins. We go to files here and select these skins. So I have colorful, dark, and light. It's before there were, I don't know, Valentine, then Mac, then I don't know, a lot of them. Now we said, no, we are just going to support 3 of them, and I'm using colorful skin now. And quite some people prefer dark in our company, but I think it's okay to have it in colorful. Then module selection, we switched between layouts here and analysis type. So we had before, I don't know, photograph or photograph something, and now we switch that and we name it layout. So if you are looking for images, you will find them here. Then we have GDPR. There is it was implemented in version 5, okay, but it's also, I'm mentioning that because a lot of people from Europe are not using that. GDPR wizard can be started here at configure, and a new dialog opens, and we go to GDPR, and I can run that wizard now. And from here, I can encode all the files, and what we can do is place a password, so username and password, but do not forget it. Do not forget it. If you are working outside the Europe, please check your legislation, check requirements about the medical documentations which are in power in your country, and act accordingly. So what will that wizard do is it will encrypt all the files, it will encrypt the database, so everything's going to be encrypted and not accessible by some other people or some spies, computer spies, and so on. So it sets, it's quite high standard on medical documentation which we meet here. Okay, one thing which is not that visible is that we improved licensing restoration. If something goes wrong with your license, you can simply restore it, and it will work. Before we had to change it, and it was from time to time, well, it was not that often that it happened, but we found out that it's good to do that improvement. So that your work is more smooth, that you don't need to call us. Now, I'm going to select this first patient. You can see that there are stages. We have an image here. We have an analysis, and I'm going to open this analysis. Now it will be put on canvas. And I'm going to click here to start at the beginning. So we change icons for visibility as well. So now either we see it or we don't see it. These things are also here, so I can say, okay, let's make analysis layer visible, or report layer visible or invisible, so we can toggle these views here, and we can, if we know these icons, everything, I mean, if we know what type of what we need, we can make a user interface, something like that, so there is more space on your screen. Click on this icon here, so this icon, and it opens again. If we go on, we can see we are here at analysis. Now we are at growth. I will go through this process later, and I can go to the VTO here. So what we have here is the third analysis. So we have blue, we have red, and we have green. So we have all-in-one modules, and everything is going to be saved in one file. So if I've saved that, I'll then go back to the documents section, so that it will show you all the reports stored in one place. So let's go to documents. Now this analysis, which was before here, changed thumbnail. You can see AGV, A is for analysis, G is for growth, and V is for VTO. And also the reports here are all assigned to that document. So we have analysis, tracing, here is growth, here is VTO, and so on. We'll cover that one by one later. Now what I'm going to do is go back to analysis, and I will select analysis module. We reworked user interface. What we wanted to place all the things that are important for you and are used every day to the first ribbon. Then we have advanced functionalities at advanced ribbon, and we have here also design ribbon, and I will go one by one and explain some things. Ribbon can be made small here as well, so something like this, and with this software looks really easy, and functionalities are available, or tools are available by clicking here, and ribbon pops again, but I prefer this kind of user interface. We can add an image to this analysis. So what I would need here, if I go to documents and make it smaller, I will add some images. I want to get this one and put it on the layer. It's lateral photo with no smile. And I will go to analysis and add that image here. So advanced, photo, insert, this one. And this is, now I'm working in analysis, not in VTO. So this image was placed into that, and a new layer is shown here, and I can switch on and off this image. Also, at the analysis, I can switch on and off what I see here. And if the image is switched off, then we can also set the transparency here, or have something like this on our screen. So we can play with different view sets directly from here. The next things that I have here is X-ray tools, so we can edit that, make it apply gray levels, apply different filters. We can switch on zoom window, make image negative. So if I go here and make image negative, it can be something like that. And from time to time, it's quite easy to trace on that image. We can also flip it. We can turn head into natural head position and so on. So there are really a lot of things that can be done. Then what we did is mandible redesign. We had before mandible, which was in different from this one. Now the technology is changed and is similar to the profile, the technology of the profile of the patient. So we can move those points around and have something like this. One thing which is available here, if you don't want to have, is to have no coronoid. So it's not visible there if we don't want it. But let's have it, the whole mandible. Now, if I want to delete something, if I, for example, want to delete this point, I can say delete, so delete. And deletion of elements is only possible in design tab. So if we are here in design tab, the elements can be deleted, otherwise not. That is to prevent the accidental deletion of elements. Okay, one thing that is really cool is also when you are printing the reports. Here we can add additional reports. So it's up to you. If you want to have it, we can do that for you and have a report with your logo or according to your design, and we can add that report with measurements to your software so that you can use your personalized report. Okay, let's go back to the documents. I'm going to use this tracing, create an analysis. I will not save that. And Bachmann is something that I did. I'm going to use Ricketts instead. Probably you don't know, but here is times used. Time can be alphabetically stored or by times used. And I'm going to use that Ricketts. And the calibration is already done for this type of images. And what I'm going to do is automatic tracing. And I do some corrections. Okay, here, probably this one's here. This one could be here, but other points are placed well. So I'm going to switch on the report view. Okay, something like this. And from here on, we will go to change something if it's not okay. So this one I'm going to place here. You may see that we have here a fit profile dialog. If you click on this, you can say, okay, fit between points, reset, undo. So I'll do the fit between points. And in this way, okay, there's something happened. We'll put, oh, here is additional point. Here is additional point. And we can have it something like that. Or we can undo it, cancel. So we have that different algorithms which will help you place this profiles according to the image. Now I'm going to additional module which is there. So we streamline the process from analysis. We go directly to growth here, and I will be given a new analysis. It's in actually in blue color, and you may see those 3 dots here because growth has not been applied yet. So I will say, okay, let's from 10 to I don't know, 14 years. And let's do the calculation. And the software does the calculation for, let's say, 4 years of growth. This methodology was done by Ricketts, and that algorithm was put inside the software together with Ricketts community, and it works quite well. We added also a possibility to open or close the facial axis. So this angle between these facial axes can be altered. We can either close or open the jaw for, the growth, facial axis for up to 5 degrees. And what we have here are different types of reports, like I would say superimpositions of initial and final growth status. So in 4 years, it will be such a movement when NBA are aligned and registered in the center of cranium. Then we have a possibility of NBA and registered at endpoint, NL registered at ANS, and so on. What we can do is also we can print a report. It's in PDF, and we can print it in natural size. If you go here and just say print it in actual size. So it will be 1 centimeter on the paper, will be 1 centimeter in the nature. I will not print it now. I'll just close that. Okay, we can from here, as you saw, go directly to VTO from here, but we are not going to do that now. I will start with this analysis, and I will not use growth. I deleted growth, and I'm going to go directly to the VTO. Okay, in the VTO, I have now 2 analyses. So it's initial analysis and its copy. So initial analysis, if I move something, I just drag it, is seen here in blue color. Here is the movement that was done, and we can go around and do such movements. We can do rotations, but actually we do not know what we do. Therefore, we added a functionality so that you can set a goal, and you can see some measurements on the screen. So what I'm going to do, I will go to design, I will add a measurement box, and I will add measurements which I'm interested in. For example, what I have, interincisal angle, then I will use FMA, and I will use ANBA, okay? And I say, okay, here are the measurements, but I want to know what are they, so I put a measurement tag there, and additionally, I will add a wiggle chart to that. So let's make a layer here and put that on the layer. I will put these movements on the layer as well, so that I have them at hand if I need them. So if I switch this off and on, they are here. Now you can see that all the measurements are inside one standard deviation. But if I, for example, rotate that, which is cool. I mean, this is great that our goal is inside one standard deviation. That is from here is the mean value, and from here to here. But if I change something, you can see that it changes in real time. So if I have a goal where to go with some measurements, I can fix my VTO so that all the measurements are according to what I want. I'm not an orthodontist, I'm an engineer. And what I will show you now is a real case example. So let's show that. It's a PowerPoint. So this is real case example. Here is the initial photo, and here is the surgery plan. The mandible was set forward. So actually maxilla was set forward and the mandible was set back, and they slided chin a little. And this was the surgery plan. And this is what it came out. And we have here initial photo. Then we have prediction done by AudaxCeph, which is really cool. And we have here the final result. So the surgeon took a photo, and this is the final result. Of course, what we have is a possibility to change the profile manually. Computer will do the calculation, but tissue acts in a different way. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So you need to be cautious. If you show to the patient how they will look after the surgery, you need to know what you're doing. So don't use that if you are not sure that this will be the outcome of the surgery, because really different tissue behaves in a different way. And you cannot be sure the same surgeon, the same surgery, and the outcome can be different. One more thing that I would like to show to you is a possibility of doing a transition between this image and the final result. This is a movie because it takes some time to do that in the software. Oops. I went to the end. I'm going to open that case study again because I'd really like to show you that movie. Okay. So you can use this tool. This is inside AudaxCeph, and do such movements. I'm going to show you later another example, or now I'll show you now. It is also a movie. For example, something like this. So you can see a transition from initial to the final arch. And it's a really valuable tool to show to the patient how this transition over 2 or 3 years was made. So this is a really cool presentation tool also for parents, for patients, so that they know it was worth doing it. Okay. I'm going now to show some things. We have here a possibility, for example, to add some elements, for example, a plane which is perpendicular to this one, and we can place it here. And if I want to move that teeth, I can move it simply by dragging it. So we have it in perpendicular direction to this plane. I move that manually around, so I can go here, but this is auxiliary geometry which helps me to place the tooth. We can move every teeth, we can do the rotation and so on. Okay, if I save this, so I go here and I will save that. Then this is going to be my documentation, and it will be saved into documents, into an analysis. So if you want to have several different treatment plans, you just copy this one by clicking on it and click duplicate and do it again with the different parameters. Now, one thing which is really cool is that we made software faster. I'm going to add some images here. And you can see that what we have are unknown types of these images, and I'm going to lay out now. So we are on the first stage. Now I'm going to the second stage where these images are, and I will place them. So I drag them quickly. Now it works really really faster. This was before with really big images problem, because it took quite some time. Then I have a patient not smiling and patient from profile. We changed some icons colors here as well, and I'm going to use ABO setting of that layout. I'm going to crop that image to be in, oh, I did crop that image. This way. And now this head is bigger than this one, so I need to align them. I'm sent to the tool where I can do that. Top of the head here, top of the head, chin, bottom of the chin, top of the head, bottom of the chin here, and I will place this a little in that direction. And when I save that, this image, which is now seen here, will appear in this frame, so it's bigger. Now, if I can save that to the stage, so that in the documents, it will be seen that on the stage. So it's really very quick. Then the patient, we can have a superimposition. I have that new one. What I want to show you, but this is a special, a lot was done in superimposition. I don't want to dig into that. But what I wanted to show is that we can make such a report as well, so that all superimpositions are put on the same paper. We can, of course, copy that. And if I have here a Word document, I can Control V that, so that these superimpositions are placed into external application. There can be a superimposition based on colors. Probably this is one thing that I would like to show to you. So I go to Documents, I will open superimposition and add a link. You will see that there are no envelopes here anymore. And this is good, because they were, we do not need them. And I will do the superimposition without any tracing. So I will remove this things here, so the tracings, and go to this place, and I will create a link between this and this superimposition, and I will use free. Here I will use the calibration. This image is bigger than that one, but both are actually analysis and are calibrated. And I'm going to do a cranial-based superimposition in a way that I place this rotation center to Walker point, which is considered to be stable structure for cranial-based superimposition after the 6th year of age. And now I'm going to place this one on top of this one here. Now I have a problem, because I don't know where is the Walker point. I need to align them. So I have selected this one, and I will make it transparent. So it's transparent. Now you can see I can I can view better, but I will make it transparent entirely. Now I'm actually moving the analysis. It's on another layer, but it's completely transparent, and now it's put on place. And if I switch on now this transparency, I mean off, and add some colors, you can see that now it's we can see through that, and now I'm going to place that one on top of each other based on other structures in cranial base. It is not very easy to do maxillary superimposition in that way, but it can be done, and it's also quite easy to do that on mandible. Okay, one more thing that I wanted to show is we have a new web page. Just for information. So this is our new web page. Here is Maya. We have a version 6 kickoff webinar here, which can be you are attending now right now. But what I wanted to show you besides this is resources. So we have here webinar recordings, we have news, we have promotions, we have purchase and trial. Of course, we want you to purchase a lot. Okay, you are already our customers, but we would like to encourage you to go to version 6. But really important thing for you as a user is knowledge base. Knowledge base is also structured. It's not a lot of things there, but we have older versions of installer files for AudaxCeph, floating license description, frequently asked questions, how to install on server, and so on. And we have subgroups, for example, document management, integrating AudaxCeph with other software. We are going to add additional articles almost, I don't know, every week we'll add 2-3 additional articles to this place, and it will be a lot of them after some time. One thing that is, for example, is promotions, universities and faculties, and we have here promotion for universities. We would like to we change a little bit this policy, so please read that through. If you are from the faculty, it's nothing, a lot changes, but we would like to have something like this, that College, for example, of Medicine and Dentistry uses AudaxCeph, and this is their news. And for example, we can go to Compt News here, and they have in the UK, on the College of Dentistry and Medicine, they have this news. We would like you to promote usage of our software. So one thing that I would like to, we are not finished yet. Maya will continue, and then we have also questions and answers, although you may want to place them in whenever during the webinar. But here are the polls. So I wonder if you could answer some simple questions. So I will launch it for you, and you can see that. So I wonder if you could answer that. So do you find such webinars useful? Are you considering an upgrade? What part of the software is important for you? Is technical support important for you? So please answer these questions. We would like to have a clue what to do in future webinars. So we have first answers. So great. Okay, Brett, you raised a hand. Just click on question and answers and place the question.
If he goes down with the...
What?
The mouse.
Yeah, if you go down with the mouse, then.
He came late. He didn't.
Okay. Okay, this was about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. So we have 70% of you responded. I think it's good. We are going to stop that poll now. And oh no, here are 100% answers. Okay, 50, 70. Okay, great. Thank you very much for your answers. Maya will have a few words to say at the end. We can keep that poll there, and I will start final few slides. You have 4 slides or something? Mm-hmm. Okay. To tell. So Maya, please take a seat.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Brad, I think he wrote the question, right? You want to answer that before I start, Peter?
Yeah, you can. I will show to Brad later.
Okay, I just want to go over some final thoughts about the advantages of making the decision to upgrade your current software version to AudaxCeph version 6. Second.
Let's click on that.
So of course we're talking about the new version 6 and all the new functionalities and improvements that were made. New functionalities such as skull growth, enhanced user interface, superior services, and artificial intelligence. Now I'm going to go deeper into those a little bit. When we talk about new improvements and the advantages, is the new version, AudaxCeph, will help you sell the treatment. It will help you show the results of the treatment to your clients, to your patients. Also the progress and the process of the treatment. Now Peter showed you the video clip. That's one way how you can present your plan's treatment or the end of the treatment to your patients, to the parents of the patient, for instance, and it's a good seller. It's usually clients are very happy to get some kind of material where they see what happens during the years of the treatment. Also, with your x-rays, you can turn your x-rays into information. And when we say that, we're not only talking about analysis, cephalometric analysis, but you can get results from downstream applications such as skull growth, superimpositions, VTOs. All those are right there at your hand. Of course, again, like I mentioned at the beginning, artificial intelligence. AudaxCeph is a major time saver because artificial intelligence does the work for you. With automatic tracing, where it finds the hard and soft tissue landmarks in a couple of seconds for you. And again, why would you sit in front of the computer and do manual tracings when there is a tool in your computer, in your software, that does it for you automatically? And also, the last one, medical documents are valuable and important. AudaxCeph will help you find various treatment plans for your cases with the documents, and also it will keep all the media files such as images and their deliverables neatly stored on stages of treatment. These are all improvements that were made in the software, and it was all made for you to use more productively in your practice. Of course, before at the beginning, I mentioned that we sell, that AudaxCeph is sold worldwide in over 90 countries. And I did mention that if superior technical support needs to be provided. And we know that your job is orthodontics, but we also know that from time to time you will need some technical support with some computer issues or technical issues. And we are here to help. Our workplace is set up in a way where we can productively help you with any technical issue, no matter how far you are, no matter the distance between us or the time differences. We are here to help you with those technical issues. We use different tools for that, online tools such as Skype, TeamViewer, and it's almost like we're in the office next to you, helping you with these issues. Of course, your work is affected as little as possible when we are helping you. Also, we offer tools, online self-instructing toolkits and online training to learn how to use the software. If I go to the last slide, for us, making the decision, for you to make the decision to upgrade your software will be very beneficial for your practice, for sure. And if you contact us by email, we will prepare an individualized offer for you, considering your current software edition and also your maintenance status. So please contact us anytime. We will do that. We will talk to you. We will communicate, and we can find a good offer for you to upgrade your software. Please, again, if you have any questions, write them down. We are right here to answer. Peter will answer any additional questions you might have.
I'd like to show to Brad the resizing of teeth there, because it depends how it's done, you know. Okay, so we have, I will make this smaller, and let's go to an analysis. So I'll select a patient. Okay, we have this this analysis, for example. I'll go to analysis. I will can show that. Okay, so with these there are different ways how to do that. You can click on this one, and there is a mannequin around, so you can make it bigger or smaller. So if you click this one, it will make it smaller. For example, it can be used here as well. So these can be like this. But moving around, if I just want to grab that, it won't work. We want to place this one instead. So when we trace a cusp of molar, or if we trace, for example, incisor ledge of incisor and its apex, it will resize. It will be in that way. So I hope that this answers the question. Brett, does this answer the question? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Sam. Good.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so if you have any additional technical questions, just write down, send them to us, and we will answer. We can make a movie, and we will put such movies to the website. And another thing, if the analysis is calibrated, we can have here tools properties. So we can say it is not this size. You can get these measurements from panoramic image. So if you measure the panoramic image, you can see that this is, I don't know, I will exaggerate, it's 20 millimeters. Now, the problem is that you will only be able to place it like this around the other point, and you in this case are able to drag the tooth, otherwise you will not be able to move it. So you can, I don't know, select the cusp of the molar, select the size, and it will be something like that. This was used in superimpositions because from time to time you could not see the teeth and you wanted to have the same size of teeth in superimpositions, but we added a functionality that all the teeth, in all analysis, can automatically match the initial analysis size of the teeth. So this is not necessary anymore, but of course you can set the size of a tooth inside the first analysis. So at the first stage, or which one's first placed inside superimposition, and the others will adapt automatically. So again, there is tooth properties. I will make it free again. I will say, okay, and now you cannot grab it around, but you need to use the tracing functionality of either cusp, incisor edge, or apex. Okay.
No more
Okay, no more tech questions. Yeah, one thing you were asking about the upgrade, the pricing of upgrade. It's like that we need to check what do you have installed. So what version do you have? If you have super easy and you want to go on Empower, for example, then additional module needs to be added. So automatic tracing needs to be added. And we need to check the status of your maintenance, whether you are on maintenance or not. So we can do that individually if you are interested, and we'll send you an offer. There is an upgrade policy, and with that what you get is software. Then you get new versions within the next year, and of course maintenance releases, and you will get also technical support. You will get technical support in any way because we support you. We know that you are not computer geeks, but that you work with patients. But we needed to make a limit. Otherwise, someone would say, "Okay, I bought the software. I have lifetime technical support, which we cannot provide probably." So you get one year of technical support, and if you switch to another computer, just let us know. So you may have, I don't know, former Advantage package, and you are on maintenance, and you just need to purchase automatic tracing, so our artificial intelligence module. There's one more thing. We are now developing a web solution so that you'll be able to do the tracing through our web server, but it's not available yet. We are working on that project, and it will be possible to trace lateral and PA radiographs there, and we'll go on also later with 3D STL models of so the scanned model of the teeth. But this is not something that will happen next month because we are developing that right now. Also, if you have a company and you are working through cloud, so your patient management software is a cloud software, that PMS, patient management software manufacturer, will be able to connect through our we call that API to the portal, and you just click, I want that image scanned, and everything will be done automatically and sent to your patient management software, which is a really cool functionality. You will of course be able to move some points around if you will not agree with what we do automatically. Okay. So, okay, no more questions this time. Last time we had, I don't know, 10 or 15 questions. It was really a lot. but it really depends on the audience. Thanks for now. Maya, sure. So,
Okay. Thank
if
you.
you have any question, let us know, send us an email, and we'll answer as soon as possible. So thanks for now, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.